Scott RUSCOE, it's great to see you. The European draw has been made. Žilina from Slovakia. What do you make of the draw then?
Yeah, good opposition. It'll be a tough test for us, but we are at home. Like I've just talked to 2 or 3 different people. Be positive. Look at it as, okay, tough draw, but we're at home, and it's one place that we like to play our football, and let's go and show how good we can be.
Yeah, it does seem to be a tough draw. They haven't been in Europe for a few seasons, but previously they reached the group stage of the Europa League, so that says a lot, I guess.
I saw that, yes. Teams, Bilbao was it, I think. Teams like that 10 years ago. So they've got good pedigree. You know, they're a club that have got European tradition. So there's no easy games in this competition. You know, there certainly isn't. And you know, as we've seen previously in the Champions League, it's going to be a tough test whoever we get drawn.
People talk about European pedigree. They must be looking at you and thinking you've got some European pedigree as well. So it works both ways.
Yes, and we are. You know, let's not forget we are seeded as well, and we've done okay in the last few years. You know, we've had some good results, decent performances. Yes, when we come up against higher opposition who are probably one step too far, yeah, we lose games. But there's no disgrace in losing against these top teams because, you know, they are top teams. The budgets are really big, and I've talked about it previously, but we've just got to keep our own house in order, get our players as fit as we can, and give it a real good go. Because even at Copenhagen, when we played them in the first tie last year, thought we played some good football and had chances. I would say that we had the better chances in that tie. We've got to think positively like that, and who knows? With
the draw being a home draw, of course, it does help because this season, because of the coronavirus and everything, all games are one-legged. Do you think that could be an advantage with being one leg?
Yeah, I think certainly teams come. They see the pitch. They're not happy with the pitch. You know, teams have come before and just not happy to be there. They just want to get a favourable result, get back to their place, and hopefully they think, we'll give them a good game at home and win comfortably. But I think it's one where if you'd have asked me beforehand, yes, very much so. I'd have wanted a home tie, and I think our players are used to it. We're training day in, day out with it, and I think it's one where it could help us very much so, especially with the weather like this and the pitch dry as well.
You mentioned Champions League in the past. Of course, it's Europa League this time. Not being champions, have the club dusted themselves off since the disappointment of last season?
Yeah, we had to. You can't sit around moping. We're looking at it, hit the ground running, and be in a position where we have been previously. We want to get that title back, certainly, and we haven't discussed it too much. We've just been in training, working hard, working on new ideas, and all the players are aware of, we let the side, we let each other down, and we could have done more, lost more games than we have done previously. For whatever reason, we're going to put things right and make sure that we're back where we rightly belong.
Something very determined. Just finally, new players coming in. Aaron Edwards leaving was the big headline, but Ryan Astles is in. Leo Smith, who's been absolutely shining in the league since arriving as well. Louis Robles, you happy with your acquisitions?
Yeah, couldn't be more happier. They've settled into the dressing room. Dynamic has improved. The other players can see that the quality of players coming in have certainly upped a level. All 3 of them have got good, not just Welsh Premier League experience, but they've all played at a different level, a very good level, consistently with a number of games. If you look at the games that all 3 of them have played, they've played a lot of matches. So not only are they good players, they're good people, and they fit into our dressing room, and they fit the TNS way. There's no doubt about that.
Brilliant, Scott. Thanks very much for your time. Look forward to seeing you on the sidelines, on the pitch. We also hear you've been learning Welsh in lockdown, so we'll grab a Welsh interview with you during the season on Sgwrs. Diolch yn fawr iawn, Scott.
Diolch. Hwyl am I tro.
Fabulous.